Right, I'm changing the O-ring on the end of the rocker spindle. Right, to remove them, I've taken the washers off the dome nut and put the dome nut back on. Screw it all the way down and then just off a couple of turns. They don't usually need a lot to move them. And then give it a clout. And there, see it's coming out. Once it's nearly out, just on a couple of threads. If you're confident with your hammer, knock it out. Oh. And a little drift. Right. There's the O-ring we'd have to change in. Now we could do it without taking it all out, but I want to have a look at them. So out it comes. Right, here's the O-ring we want changing. So I use a pricker, get the old one out. And there it is. Get 1000 grit, just make sure that end's nice and clean. And the groove a little scrape out, make sure there's no behind it, shouldn't be. Right. And I use a little bit of grease and fill the groove. Now the O-ring, don't try and get it, you can't really get them on, so if you put it in the groove and wind it round, it'll drop in. I'm only doing that once, so I hope we saw it. Give it a good squidge. It should be in, bit of grease. Because I'm replacing the O-ring on the rocker arm shaft, I'm going to put a leading edge on here. Because sometimes when you push the shaft in, it guillotines the O-ring off. Now, I don't know whether you can see what this has. You can see, I've done it before, it's got a small leading edge on it. So I've got a small half round file, and I'm just going to dress that edge up. I'm taking it all off the front. Keep it at a decent angle. Around this area you're limited for your angle because of the fins, so you just have to work your best on there. You can scrape alley like that. See, you just need the chamfer. Right, that's good. Got a good leading edge on that now. Just saves necking that O-ring off when you push it in. Right. I thought one of my extensions just fits through them nice. Just fits through the spindles. Right, so start off the shim, the factory washer, the rocker arm, can I get it? There you go. Slide it across and the shim. Alright, that's that one. Slide that out, and then a bit of grease on. You should be able to push that straight in now. A little bit of lining up, there you go. What you find, if you don't use an extension, these, as you push it through, these washers can drop down onto this ledge and stop you going through. So, almost through. Put the shim on. Put the rocker arm on. And then you want the factory and the shim. Oop. Try and keep them level. Right. Now you have to guesstimate this. And you want them in the centre. Pull that out. Should be nearly to this end, so there's only this end stopping it. Come on, you bugger. I don't know where it's caught, like. So there's our rockers in. I've tapped the rocker shaft in till it's almost down to the O-ring. Now what I'm going to do, it's one of the head steady washers. Use the head steady washer on the other end and put my dome nut on. Should see the other half going in. And I should be able to draw it in the rest of the way. Right, I've popped the banjo on to make some space up for the last bit. It's about, yeah, it's sticking out a bit, about the same as it was. And that, apart from grinding them tappets down, is ready to go on the head. I'll do the other one. Oh. And it hasn't necked any of the o-ring off, which is a good sign anyway. Just see if it stays oil tight.